Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Season 3 Pro League continues. Game number 3 of the evening. We've got Rise, and we have Denial. Should be a good game.
Should be a fantastic game. You know, this Denial roster just put together. Do I like them on paper? Yes, a lot. Have they been working out, you know, together since they've been together? Not really, Ben. You know, going to be looking to see how they play in this one against Rise. Rise just formed yesterday, kind of a group of players just thrown together, but looked good in their matchup yesterday, winning that one, starting out the league 1-0. See if they can take out Denial here.
Well, so far it's a 77 to 62 point game in favor of Rise. Now off to a relatively slow start. Again, of the kill column, really nothing too incredible. Goonjar at 7 and 14, not having the best performance thus far, but that's Wheats making up for his slack with the 16 and 12 stuff.
Yep, Chino going to be looking at him to have a pretty good game though. 11 and 12, putting that good pressure on. And you see, this is what we've seen out of Denial, Ben. You know, they're all positive, but nobody, you know, getting in the hill, getting that good OBJ time. I mean, you know, replays, he's actually slayed pretty well with this new Denial lineup, but they haven't been able to get lots of time on these hills. You see, they're gonna start to make the comeback now. It's gonna be Goon on your screen, setting up for purple. Once Biolab pops up, definitely gonna be a crucial spot to hold down.
90 to 92. Very close game right now, Matt. Goonjar picks up a kill there on Temp as fails his jump, looks up towards... Oh, no way. I was going to say, if he gets that two-piece, that's ridiculous, but on board with Wheats once again. 19 and 14 from him. He's going to fall on the hard point. Chino, meanwhile, he's on the hill looking to trade. Picks up the assists, and it's looking good for both two teams. Really, no one with a massive lead, because we're almost towards our second rotation of hills now, Matt.
Yep, heading into the second rotation, Ben. You know, somebody for Rise gonna need to step it up in the slaying department. I mean, Wheat's getting off to a pretty good start, but you're gonna need to say Goon and TJ really pick it up. And if they're able to do so, I see Rise running away with this, which is kind of crazy to say. You know, Rise running away with a game against this Denial roster who, you know, made up some of the best players from Season 2. You know, Slasher, Hook, and Temp, 3 dominant slayers in Season 2.
Now, talking to a couple of people before this evening, Denial not really living up to expectation so far. I mean, you put these players together, you've had Slasher, who was extremely consistent. We talked about him earlier on in the evening. Temp, who's proven himself. Hook, who's a phenomenal player. And then, of course, you got Replays, who Call of Duty World Champion, fantastic OBJ. But things just not really clicking with this team. Any kind of reason why, Matt?
They haven't been able to figure out a reason why, Ben. I'd love to know really why. I mean, you see, maybe a little bit too much AR play out of, you know, Temp, Slasher, Hook, all 3 of them want to be ARs. Not enough players, you know, willing to jump into the LB, the SMGs, but still, you know, you expect with the talent they have to be able to figure things out.
Looking at Hook now. He's on the hard point, has a contested 139 to 100. Able to pick up a couple of kills in quick succession, extends to a 4 streak. We'll be able to pick up that scrap time, but it is Rise in control of this game. And they have rotated a little early to lock down Red Esky Hill. Unfortunately, though, they're going to lose full control. Replay's able to break in with his SMG.
Yeah, and he's just going to be sitting at the bottom of the stairs, just trying to milk this time. He's going to get pushed by one of the players on Rise. That's going to be Goonjar. Goonjar going to push into the hill with Chino, able to lock it down. And you see, it's going to be Slasher on your screen up top of Eskies. He's going to fire out some nades. It's going to be Denial trying to make a comeback here, Ben.
142 to 132. Slasher's going to drop. TJ up top. He's able to pick up 1. Can he find a second? No, he's going to run out of ammo. That was unfortunate. As Wheats, he's going to fall on the hill as well. Chino looking to trade. 143 to 142. 143. Tied game. Once again, Matt. And all these games, very, very close.
Yeah, a lot of these league matches are going to be pretty close throughout the season. Ben, I feel like, you know, since these new rosters have formed, that I think everyone's a little bit more equal. I think, you know, OG and FaZe probably your clear-cut 1 and 2, but I think everything else after that is kind of even its way out.
Good job. nothing going his way there. And that's a big win as well for Hoop, because that gives Denal a little bit of control on the hill, and they may be able to build themselves a lead. You know, talk about this hard point in particular as being a money hard point. You're able to pick up a lot of time and build yourself a massive lead when necessary. As now Slasher on your screen, waiting to see if anyone's going to peek through, but Denal now extending it to 25.
Yeah, if Denal holds all of this, Ben, they're going to be able to win this game. I mean, this Blue Hill, so crucial. You see replays, he's going to pick up some big kills in there. It's going to be Temp, the one really going off, though, for Denial. You saw this with Elevate last season. He put up big games. If you can get him and Hook on the same page, you know, one running that great SMG, which would definitely be Hook, the other with the AR, that's going to be Temp. You're going to see some scary games on Respawn as Denial. They just haven't been able to figure that out yet.
They basically just picked up 50 points of time on that hard point. That is absurd. So much time going in their favor right there. And honestly, should be a big enough cushion to really see them through to the end. It would take a monumental choke or a great play from Rise. Temp actually nearly fell off the map there. TJ, 25 and 26. We talked about him earlier on the ESR, about just how much of a phenomenal performance he had, but it was this man who I talked about as well. Mr. Inconsistent for my liking. 20 and 32. Pretty poor game from Goonjar. Chino as well struggled at 20 and 30. And honestly, if they're not picking up those kills, it can be very, very tough to beat a team like Denal.
It's Goon the one struggling. Ben, you know, 20 and 32. He comes up with a closer game. You know, him and Chino, they come up with better games. This is actually pretty close, and Rise played them very well. You know, up until that Blue Hill, that's where Denal started to pull away. Took almost the entire time there, and you know, even going to this last hill, Rise giving themselves a chance, but not likely.
No, extremely unlikely. Especially with how easy it is to contest this final hardpoint here on Biolab. Wheats double jumps up, picks up one, but that pretty much should be all she wrote. And as Wheats finds the second hardpoint, still going to be contested. Really, Wheats just needs a little bit of help. He's almost dropped 40 kills, to be honest. A great performance from him, but it's just his teammates not up there with him.
Yeah, didn't get any help. You're going to see some big numbers out of the guys on Denial. You see the slang out of Slasher, Temp, and Hook, all putting up good numbers. And that's what's going to be difficult to beat this Denial roster. You're going to need everyone to be on the same page.
Yeah. Very tough. But Denial going to come out with a 1-0 lead in the series. Nice performance from them. Rise going to have to try and bounce back in the Search and Destroy. Of course, they will be hosts for that Search and Destroy, so expect to see them come out strong and potentially pick up that W. For now, though, quick commercial break. When we return, we're heading to map number 2.